Availed for shuttle services, please note the departure schedule up now on the screen. Once again, thank you for joining us here this evening. This show will be starting soon. Please turn your phones onto the silent mode.
Good evening, everyone. Wow. What a huge crowd we have here. We have a lot of exciting things to share tonight. It's really great to be here in Bengaluru. It's where the OnePlus... Thank you. Bengaluru is where the OnePlus story first began. When we first launched the OnePlus One, we didn't plan to launch in India, but we had tons of interest from here, so we decided to come down and see for ourselves what it was all about. Our friend Varun from Phone Arena helped us host a community meetup at the Mateo Cafe close to Brigade Road. We had quite a crowd show up, and to my surprise, most people there, they already had the phone. We couldn't believe it. The support and enthusiasm that we experienced that night later on became pivotal to our decision to launch in India. And the rest, as they say, is history. Ever since that first meetup, our Bengaluru community has been asking for a phone launch event here. Well, tonight it's finally happening, and it's the biggest, and it's our biggest launch event ever. So welcome. First of all, I have some great news to share. Last week, we got to know that the OnePlus 6T is once again the #1 selling premium smartphone in Q1 of 2019. And last year, in Q2, Q3, and Q4, OnePlus was the #1 choice for high-end smartphones in the country. So for anyone who wanted to buy a high-end smartphone, we were the #1 choice. Next, let's talk about retail. The OnePlus retail experience has been critical to our success here. We opened our Bengaluru Experience Store 2 years ago on Brigade Road. It's one of the busiest commercial areas in Bengaluru, just a stone's throw away from that first community event that we had at the Mateo Cafe. Today, that experience store has become a landmark, attracting visitors from all over the country, as well as becoming the heart for our local community with pop-ups and other special events. Here, we also opened our Delhi and Chennai experience stores. In addition, we also opened 6 new authorized stores and launched our products in 122 Chroma stores, along with 350 Reliance Digital stores. So at the beginning of last year, our products were available in 108 locations in the country, and we ended last year more than quadrupling our availability. So our team really did a good job last year. We spent a lot of time and effort into perfecting every detail in our products, but it isn't until people get to touch and feel the devices that they really understand the quality difference that we bring to the table. So our experience stores are not just great venues where users can fully experience our products and learn more from the OnePlus staff. They're also great places for after-sales service in a relaxing and comfortable environment. This year, we're going to open 3 new experience stores. First of all, we're upgrading our existing store in Ville Parle, Mumbai to make way for a new, bigger, and better experience store. Following Mumbai, we'll be opening our first ever experience store in Pune. And the best part about these 2 stores is that you can visit them starting tomorrow already. In addition, you can also experience some of the new products we're about to announce over there. In Hyderabad, you like that? Thank you. All right, we got phones to launch tonight. In Hyderabad, we're gonna build the biggest OnePlus store in the world. It's a 6-story structure with more than 16,000 square feet of space. And as we all know, Hyderabad is a city with a rich history, but also a booming tech and IT sector. Hyderabad is a bridge between the old and the new, and we really wanted to bring this aspect into the store design. The design has 2 layers. The outer layer is a clean white finish, representing the modern Hyderabad. It's got a nano material that can withstand dust and maintain its clear white look as the years roll on. The red brick inner wall represents the more raw, more traditional Hyderabad. And our favorite part about the store design is how it makes use of natural light. So as the day progresses and the position of the sun changes, the store will light up differently, dynamically changing as the day goes by. So I'm sure it's going to be a treat when you visit. So those were our retail updates. And now, for the reason why you guys are here. We're launching new products. Tonight we're going to be launching not 1, not 2, but 3 new products. And the first one is an upgrade to one of our most popular products. Do you know what it is? I'd like to invite my colleague, Tilen, up on stage to show you more.
Thank you, Carl. How to control your world of sound? Well, the answer was here since 1914 when the first earbuds were patented by Nelson C. Durand. They were wired and clunky and you could not listen to the music with them. Little did Nelson know that in 2019 we have something that has almost no wires. It connects via Bluetooth 5.0, enables Google Assistant with voice activation. Best of all, it allows you to thump your chest when you get the right beat at the right time. Just like this. Bullets Wireless 2. Bullets Wireless 2. Bullets Wireless 2. But you cannot enjoy thumping your chest or getting the chills if the earbuds are causing pain to your ears. And that's why we made sure that no matter where you are and what activity you're engaged in, your Bullets Wireless 2 will fit perfectly into your ears. And if that's not good enough for you, let me offer you another pearl of information. We actually went out and tested the fit of Bullets Wireless 2 with 205 users and asked them to try the fit for 1,600 times. And 98.5% of them said, the fit is stable, the fit is smooth, the fit is satisfactory over prolonged listening periods. It's perfect for getting the chills. But wait, the biggest improvements are coming from the inside of Bullets Wireless 2. What we did from the engineering perspective, wow. Let me just put it this way. With Bullets Wireless 1, we were Backstreet Boys with I Want It That Way. With Bullets Wireless 2, we are Queen with Bohemian Rhapsody. And this is exactly what this diagram shows, pure Bohemian Rhapsody. And I did not forget about the drivers inside your Bullets Wireless 2. No. The balanced twin armature driver will this time make treble even more pronounced with its mids to highs, while the dynamic driver will make bass incredibly low. So while you're receiving high notes via treble in an ear-piercing fashion, the low notes in the bass will make your whole body vibrate. It's the perfect listening experience, whether you're listening to music, whether you're listening to podcasts, or simply just chatting with your better half over a phone call. As for the aptX HD support, let me tell you. Yep. It lowers that background noise and it helps you to capture the tiniest details in the music performance and the sound. The sound is so realistic, it's hard to distinguish it from the actual sound performed by a live musician. It's the best tool to help you isolate yourself from external distractions. But you may ask, how long can the Rhapsody last for, right? Well, I can tell you that the Bullets Wireless 2 are compatible with Warp Charge. And on the full charge, you get 14 hours of audio playback time. And that is true. I could also tell you that we managed to engineer 10 minutes of warp charge for 5 hours of audio playback time. Wait, but that's just not true. Because you see, if you use your warp charge to charge your Bullets Wireless 2 for 10 minutes, you get 10 hours of audio playback time. Let me put it into perspective for you. If you're anything like me, that translates to binge listening to Bon Jovi's It's My Life on the loop for 134 times. If you're anything like Carl, that translates to binge listening to Drake Started From the Bottom for 112 times on the loop. And if you're anything at all like Shimon, that means that you and Arijit Singh will make a true connection by listening to his Chana Merea on the loop for 125 times. So folks, here you have it, Bullets Wireless 2. Now, let's show you our wonderful product video.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you, Tilen, for that awesome performance. Now, I'm here to announce a very special product. This product represents a breakthrough and a step change for OnePlus. This is a very important moment for us. We started OnePlus because we weren't satisfied with the smartphones on the market, and we thought that we could do better. We wanted to challenge the industry. But it hasn't always been a smooth ride. I still remember this story from the OnePlus One days with the CE logo. We felt the CE logo was too big, too thick, and it just didn't look good enough. So I told one of our designers to redesign it, make it smaller, make it look more elegant. It actually looks quite nice. But later on, when we imported these devices into Europe, they got blocked, and we had to rework them. So it turns out you shouldn't be redesigning regulatory icons. See, but the idea was right. We saw something that wasn't perfect in the world, and we tried our best to change it. It's just that in the beginning, we weren't that experienced, so it didn't always work. Over the last couple of years, we've still held true to our never settle ideals, but we've taken a more pragmatic approach. With our heads still in the clouds, but our feet this time on the ground, we improved our products and grew our people one step at a time. See, I'm really grateful to the OnePlus community for sticking with us through all these ups and downs. Our success is also your success. Although today we have more than 6 million people globally in our community, we still had people who believed in us when we didn't even have a product, when all we had to our names was a dream and the ambition to never settle. We have a special section here tonight for all the community members who've been with us for more than 5 years. So please stand up and say hi to everyone. Hey guys, thanks for your support. And for the rest of you who haven't been with us just that long, here's a quick recap of our 5-year journey. Our community are our biggest supporters, but also our biggest critics. They keep on challenging us to become better and better and better. And we heard you. We heard you not just today, but in fact, every single day over the past couple of years. It's just that we weren't quite ready back then, but today, we're ready. We're ready to no longer just challenge the industry, but to challenge ourselves, to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be, and to share a truly breakthrough product with the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the OnePlus 7 Pro. So what do you think, guys? It looks much better on this big screen than in the WhatsApp groups, right? So the OnePlus 7 Pro is a milestone in the history of OnePlus. A lot of time and effort has been put into this all-new design. It's got curved edges on the front and back, and it's unlike any OnePlus phone we've ever seen before. We worked hard on getting every single detail just right. It rests comfortably in the hand, and it's truly a phone that's designed to be held. Our team worked on 100 different prototypes, each with a slight variation in curvature, before finally finding something that we liked. The OnePlus 7 Pro comes in Nebula Blue, Mirror Gray, and Almond. The Mirror Gray is stealthy with a beautiful shine. The Almond has a soft elegance to it. My personal favorite is a Nebula Blue. It's got a unique feel, and if I didn't tell you, you probably couldn't have guessed it's still made out of glass. It's got tons of tiny cuts beneath the surface, and what these do is that they diffuse the reflected light, giving off a mysterious yet calming linear gleam. So when you're outdoors, the phone will dynamically react to its surroundings. This is probably the most beautiful OnePlus we've ever made. It's something thank you. It's something you really have to feel to believe. Next, our favorite part about the OnePlus 7 Pro, the display. The display is the primary window into the digital world. So with the OnePlus 7 Pro, we decided to include the best possible display. Every few years, groundbreaking new technology comes along that redefines people's expectations. At OnePlus, we've always pursued a fast and smooth technology experience. So now, we're going to announce the next major breakthrough in mobile display technologies. Fluid AMOLED. It's borderless, it's totally immersive, ultra smooth, and breathtaking. It's got no hole, no notch, no gimmicks. It's just pure screen. And it's our largest ever at 6.7 inches with a remarkable screen-to-body ratio of 93%. For the first time ever, we're offering a Quad HD Plus resolution panel. It packs 4.5 million pixels into its edge-to-edge display. It has a pixel density of 516, meaning that you won't be able to see any individual pixels, even on its larger display. It's also accurate enough for the most demanding users. And how do we know? Well, for one, it got the highest possible score on DisplayMate. DisplayMate is the industry standard when it comes to benchmarking displays. They provide tests to optimize, calibrate, and also improve color reproduction of all types of monitors and display panels. The OnePlus 7 Pro scored exceptionally well from every parameter, from maximum brightness to screen uniformity to contrast. That means when you're viewing any content on your OnePlus 7 Pro, you can be sure it's as beautiful as it can be. So it's got a really immersive screen, great color accuracy, but what else? With a Fluid AMOLED, we're for the first time introducing the groundbreaking new 90 Hz refresh rate. What does this mean? Well, regular phones update their content up to 60 times per second. We do 90. So for any content that you experience, you get up to 50% smoother compared to other phones. So each and every tap, swipe, and scroll feels more direct, more responsive, and more realistic. Nowadays, I often just take out my phone and open up Instagram and scroll up and down, just for the fun of it, just to experience the smoothness. No, I'm serious. Explaining 90 Hz is like trying to explain what falling in love feels like. It's impossible to explain if you haven't experienced it. But once you do, you realize it's probably one of the best feelings in the world. Am I right? Just like our Fluid AMOLED display. So go try it for yourself and fall in love. On the subject of details and nuance, we've added a beautiful new horizon light. So when the screen is off and you receive a notification, you'll see rays of light trace the outer edges of our curved display. And to maintain a comfortable viewing experience, Fluid AMOLED also filters out blue light, thereby reducing your eye strain. It also supports HDR. So when you're viewing content on Netflix or YouTube, you'll notice richer details and more nuance in every scene. Speaking about HDR content, we recently partnered up with Netflix. So now I'd like to invite our partner, Jerome from Netflix, to tell you more about this.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. So great to be here. Such energy. I'm Jerome. I work for Netflix. I work in the partner marketing team. And thanks to our friends from OnePlus for inviting us. We're super excited to be here. So I'm here to talk to you a little bit about this partnership between Netflix and OnePlus. And to do that, I would like to go back a little bit in time when we launched Netflix in India. 2016, it's not that long ago. And we were keen to understand the love that people have for movies and series in India. But more importantly, we wanted to understand how people watch Netflix. How do they enjoy watching Netflix? And what was clear from the beginning is that mobile device is the best way to watch Netflix, at least the preferred way. We see that because people, when they go to work in the morning, we see the level of streaming going up. When they go back from work, the level of streaming go up again. So people actually use it on their commute, going back from work. So from the beginning, we wanted to make sure that we brought innovation to the mobile viewing experience. And bringing you through some of those innovation, we started with download. So basically, you can download content on your device, pretty straightforward, and you can watch it when you don't have a connection. And then we optimized that with smart download. So basically, imagine you watch a show like Stranger Things, and you watch one episode, and then you go offline, or you turn off the app. And when you turn on the app again, we've in the background downloaded the next episode, so that and you don't have to download it yourself. So we've done the work for you. And then we got a lot of feedback. People telling us, I find a lot of content on Netflix that I love, but there is no way for me to share it with my friends. So we didn't have any tools to actually help people in social media share that love that they have for the shows. So recently we enabled a functionality that lets you share the key art of Selection Day, for instance, on Instagram stories. So you can let your friends know, I love this show, you should watch it. So you see the relevance of watching Netflix on mobile is what brings us here today. And why we're so excited of this partnership between Netflix and OnePlus. Netflix now screening on OnePlus. We are super excited about this partnership. And Carl mentioned HDR, basically high dynamic range. And the OnePlus 7 Pro is HDR certified. So meaning that Netflix subscriber can watch content in HDR. Basically what it means that you have finer shades between lighter and darker colors. Therefore objects have more depth, making them more real. Basically making your viewing experience on your mobile just so much better. So we know we have those incredible stories that you have on Netflix and this incredible screen with OnePlus. And that creates an amazing experience. Let's take a look at how it can come to life.
भगवान को मानते हो?
Wow. That was pretty amazing. We are very excited about all this. So we have We have a lot of shows on Netflix that people have loved in India. You can see here Love Stories, Mowgli, Ghoul, Little Things, Roma, you may have heard about Bird Box, Stranger Things. But there's one show that people loved and that we love so much. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you heard about Sacred Games? So that show has been amazing. And when we started this partnership, we started thinking, what can we do between our two brands to create something special for our communities, our people, our consumers? And that's what we've done. So those two shots, actually, we've released them because we've announced that we will be launching soon Sacred Game Season 2. And those two pictures have been shot on the OnePlus 7 Pro. And you see the quality of the photography, the quality of the creative. This is stunning. And, the reaction in social media has been amazing and really tremendous for both brands. And it tells us two things. The expectation for the launch of Sacred Game Season 2 is beyond our expectations. And the expectation with the launch of this phone is beyond, I think, many of us' expectations. So we are looking forward to Netflix and OnePlus coming together and giving you guys an amazing experience. And to talk more about this stunning camera that produced those shots, let me introduce Simon to talk more about this.
Thank you, Jerome. Hey guys, good evening. Great to be home in Bangalore. Okay, just like Jerome mentioned, I'm here to walk you guys through camera, so let's start from the front-facing one. Where is it, you might ask? And don't worry, we have not forgotten. Just one tap, and it's there for you in half a second. I agree with you guys, it's very cool, but primarily it has to be useful and durable. And I know whenever there are motorized parts, our community is worried about how long will it last. So we have put a lot of effort into development of this camera. And in the end, we've performed a test. This test is about opening camera of one phone up and down 300,000 times. So if you're keeping notes, then there's crazy stats for you guys. So if you would open this camera 50 times every day to take a selfie, it would last very well for 16 and a half years. And you don't need to believe me, we have this on video. Unfortunately, YouTube has 12 hours long limit. So you can head up to our YouTube channel and see it for 12 hours opening and closing, opening and closing. But how many times will it open and close is just one concern of our community. I heard that you guys would be also concerned about how durable will it be. Will it not be too brittle or too fragile? So we have performed other tests. Yeah. This camera module really is built to last, and our engineers thought of everything. So if, imagine the scenario, you're taking selfie and your phone accidentally drops, camera will slide right back automatically detecting the fall. I think it's very nifty too, yeah. But it's not only durable and smart, but it also is able to produce some great photos thanks to the 16 megapixel sensor. I would say over the years we've received so many great photos from you guys. Our community sent us photos from over 140 countries. I think they are really marvelous. But still, very often when I speak with you guys, I hear that, Shimon, my OnePlus is really exceeding expectations, but when it comes to camera, it's like, okay, it's good, it's not great. So with OnePlus 7 Pro, we decided to change that. We're introducing for the first time ever triple camera setup. So with the super wide-angle lens, and telephoto lens for that zoom, this is a seriously versatile camera setup, this perfect DSLR replacement. And let's jump right into the main camera sensor. Yeah, 48 megapixel, plenty of details, but also what matters a lot for you guys is low light. So we've increased surface area of the sensor to 0.5 inch, so by 29%, and effective pixel size has been increased by 72%, so that the sensor can get way more light than on, let's say, OnePlus 6T. Also, we have completely changed our lens. Right now we have added one more element to the lens for a 7P lens setup, and by that we've been able to achieve aperture of focal 1.6. You guys know your stuff. It's additional 15% of light into the sensor. And then we have not forgotten about optical image stabilization, of course. It's really important when it comes to those low light photos where you need more time to get more light into the sensor. And it's also obviously great for those ultra smooth videos. These are some of the photos we have shot on OnePlus 7 Pro. Take a look at the details, color reproduction, shades and shadows, HDR, I think really good job. But that all would not be possible without, and then we have another lens. Now we have for the first time ever introducing a wide angle lens with OnePlus phone. It has PDAF focusing method for the fastest focusing, and primarily it expands field of view to 117 degrees. And then, anyone here using OnePlus 5? Yeah, we still have some. And OnePlus 5 was the only OnePlus phone with a telephoto lens. And I heard from many of our users of later flagships that they are missing on this experience. So we are bringing telephoto lens to OnePlus flagship phones. And this one is even better than the one on OnePlus 5. It has 3x optical zoom and optical image stabilization. So, with this setup of wide angle, normal, and telephoto lens, we have a really seriously versatile camera that is like a camera bag, but can fit into your pocket. But this all wouldn't be possible without proper focusing. So, we have changed our focusing method to three-prone focusing. So our camera will detect the scenario and automatically switch between PDAF, CAF, and laser autofocus. But this is, of course, all just a TED talk. So I think we should hear from a credible source, from a person that has spent years outdoors photographing nature. I would like to invite on stage Andy Badon, photographer of National Geographic.
So in the world of photography, there's a saying that goes, show me, don't tell me. It means that a single picture, one picture, can amount to thousands of words. When I got the call to shoot this assignment, I just smiled. I knew that I would take this phone, this camera, to wild places, some of my favorite places, and really push it to its limits. So I took it to the frozen mountains, through windy sand dunes, on the side of a sheer cliff, and by the salty spray of the ocean. I wanted to really treat this camera like a professional tool, really push it, and take it with me on some authentic adventures. And to my delight, this thing held up like a champ. The battery life lasted all day long while I shot many images, and the user interface was super intuitive to navigate. I literally just opened the box, took the camera out, the phone, started shooting photos. I was simply free to create. I'm normally